Hi, everyone. It's Arthur here at Arthur Ease Your Mind on YouTube. I am an intuitive consultant and psychic advisor, and I really am pleased to announce that we've got a lot of people in the room tonight and lots of great questions. So I'm really happy that everyone's here. And just a little bit of homework, or whatever you want to call it, housekeeping. If you're not a member, you can join my memberships. It's just Arthur Ease Your Mind at YouTube/join. And memberships are basically $9.99 a month. And what they are is each month, twice a month, I do a live show for members only. You can ask me anything except my height and weight. And then, or lottery numbers. And then any videos that I create go up for members first, and then they go up for public. And I guess I'm really happy because this last Friday we had a members only show, and I have to share it with you guys. I had a riot. It was just so much fun. Someone asked, "What does my sister want to tell me?" And she gave her sister's name. I'm sitting here, and I just started laughing, and I said, I said, I'm just going to say what she says. And it was, "She wants me to tell you that you're adopted." And I just was laughing so hard. And then the person wrote back, "I'm the youngest of 8, and that's what they always tease me." So that was really fun. So I had a really great time with that. And subscribe, please. And it's free if you'd like to subscribe. My channel's been blowing up thanks to all of you. And I couldn't do it without you guys. I tease and say I have fake accounts, but not really. I do. No, I don't. Just kidding. So if you're not a member, please join. If you want to subscribe, it's free. Please subscribe. And there's a little button at the bottom for that. So also, real quick, I just feel like I'm gabbing here. Sorry. We're doing political and world event tonight, not personal. Okay. Also, real quick, Valerie from Dragonfly Crystals and I do a monthly Zoom event for 10 people. It's an hour long. We're sold out for September. October is now available. I think there's like already 2 people have signed up for it. It's October 11th. So check that out at dragonflycrystals.store. Also, I've been telling everybody we're Mercury retrograde. So check out the guided meditation I have on my YouTube channel called Embracing Mercury Retrograde. Also, I just have to put this up real quick. It's like a new rule almost. No comparison to other psychics. Please don't ask me to validate or refute what another psychic has said. We're all in this together. Everybody reads differently. We all pick up things differently. But in the long run, it's usually all the same stuff. So I just want to put that out there. It's just a waste of time and energy. Okay? At least from me. I don't mean to be rude about that. So I just want to put that out there. And let's see, what else do we have here? If anybody is looking for a reading, I have openings available in September at arthureaseyourmind.com. And as always, we have Sherry and we have Walter in the background helping with the questions. And if we don't get to one of your questions, it doesn't mean we hate you. It just means we don't like you. No, just kidding. There are no stupid questions, just stupid people. So I'm kidding again, just teasing. No, sometimes people ask the same question. There's 10 people asking the same question, so we go with that. Okay? So that being said and done, lots been going on here. Lots of craziness. And this whole thing, the one thing that got me this week is that ballroom. I mean, the ballroom. It reminds me of, I used to know this very known interior decorator here in Beverly Hills, and her mantra was, "I can't wait for the people that have taste get money, and the people that have money get taste." So there you go. I wonder who we're referring to in that one. So anyway, let's go to the questions. Let's have a lightning round of Stump the Psychic and see how many questions we can get to. All right, and thank you everyone for being here. And yes, I'm putting on my spectacles. Popstar2257, hello. Do you feel that the fights and disagreements between Trump and Putin are bogus in order to distract us from other shenanigans? Thank you. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I mean, Trump's a petulant child, so if he's not getting his way, he's going to, get his little rattle and start acting like a baby. That's what this is about. Putin plays him like a fiddle, so it's obvious. So yeah, I don't think they're like saying, "Hey, let's act this way." So no, I don't think Mr. Trump is that smart to begin with. Entertainment purposes only. All right, but thanks for asking, Popstar. I love your name. Blessings to you, Arthur. Is the Orange Demon using the Epstein files to blackmail Republicans and maybe some Dems? There's files? I thought they said there aren't any files. I thought they said there aren't any lists. How could he blackmail? Yeah. Look, he's a blob boss. If he has some information on someone, he'll blackmail them with it. Entertainment purposes only. But yeah, I feel it. Yeah, I won't put anything onto this guy. Okay. Will the meeting of Trump and Putin in Alaska even take place? If it does, will it accomplish anything? Will just make Zelensky just look even smarter and a stronger leader? I really feel at the last minute it may not take place. I could be wrong. Don't tell me, you said it didn't happen, it's going to happen. At the moment, I'm not seeing it happen. You asked the question, that's the answer I got. It's very iffy. And the thing is, all by Putin. It's by Putin dictating everything. So, and Trump just, okay, what are you at, master? So that's what I'm getting here. But in the long run, I'm not sure if it's going to happen. I mean, it's supposed to be this week or so we'll see. But thank you. Hi, Cece. Tell me Providence isn't kind. Judge Chutkin was just given the FOIA, Freedom of Information Act case that the Epstein files and conversations about the files by government officials be released. Will this get the files released finally? Yes. Not everything. There will still be things redacted, but it's one thing for the administration to say to Congress, no, this is not to say, wait, this is the Freedom of Information Act. This is law. Not they. Listen, but I love the fact that it's Judge Chutkin. Remember her? So she'll follow this to the letter of the law. Things are going to come out. And I would say within the next, let's see. I've always felt mid-September and September stuff's really hitting the fan. So here we go. It's already starting. Okay. Thank you. Laughing at life. Hey, Arthur, will the International Court, the ICC, will they arrest Putin in Alaska? Thank you both. Big hugs for everyone. I'm not seeing it. Again, I'm not seeing this thing happening, so we'll see. Okay. Debbie Smith, you are so comforting. Thank you. Do you feel Trump staying in office until 2028 or still being out by the end of this year? What's frightening is the fact that he's actually putting out merchandise, Trump 2028. I mean, come on. I feel he's going to be gone sooner than later. I don't see him lasting all 4 years of this term. I don't see him lasting 2 years of this term. Entertainment purposes only, but that's what I get at this moment. Okay. Thanks, Debbie. Hi, Kari. Will RFK leave his role soon? Lots of vaccine contracts are being canceled. Will there be a lot of deaths? Unfortunately, there are going to be some sick people. I don't want to say we're doing a lot of deaths, but there's just some things that are going to come down that could have been prevented. I always felt he eventually leaves. I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised he's lasted this long. Especially for a man who has no brain. But, well, no, it's the worm's fault, not his. So, anyway, I just feel that basically he's going to be gone. And once he has things, we'll get back on vaccines, things will get back on track. So don't freak out. Will Zelensky win the Nobel Peace Prize? He's the one who really deserves it. Thanks for all your insight. Jill Schaefer-Hammond. Hi, Jill Schaefer-Hammond. Down the line, I don't, while they're at war, I don't feel that's happening, but I feel down the line it will happen. And I do not see Mr. Trump getting his Nobel Peace Prize. He might get a Nobel Peace Prize, like something from a cracker company or something, but that's about it. All right? We're right. Trump, oh my God, that was insane, wasn't it? Trump was ranting on the White House roof. Wants to build ballroom, wants to meet with Putin on U.S. soil. The list goes on. How are Americans feeling about his behavior? You know, each time he does more, it's chipping away. People are starting to see him like, I always say, Mommy, the emperor has no clothes on. It's just, they're starting to see him for who he really is. And running around on the rooftop of the White House, that was just nuts. Saying he wants to put nukes up there. Oh, well. But things are eroding. Remember I said back, it would start on I said in February that things would start on the Ides of March, that the mirror would start to crack. Well, the mirror is way beyond a spiderweb crack right now. Pieces are falling off. And as we get to the end of September, most of the mirror is coming down. Okay? Hi, Annalise. New Year's Eve at midnight. How will the energy be regarding 2026? Happy, full of hope, or very sad? Looking forward to watch the replay tomorrow morning. Good morning. Or God morning. I feel it's going to be a mix. I feel it's more hopeful than disparaging. I'll just put it that way. I don't think the cabinet is completely dismantled. I still feel there's people in place. I don't see Vance in place. I don't see Trump in place. At least that's where I'm seeing it right at this moment. As you know, these things be fluid, but eventually that's what does happen. So, but as far as the ball dropping, all saying Happy New Year, we'll be around to do that. Okay. Yay. Finally, Judy. Hi. How bad is the leadership in the military being degraded by Hexeth and 45? I worry about having enough ethical generals in charge. Thank you. I mean, it does seem like it's like with the police force, everything, there's always going to be some bad apples, okay, and some Looney Tunes. But at the same time, I do feel the right people, when they're being asked to do things that are basically borderline illegal, they will stop. They're not going to follow through. They're not going to break the law. Okay? There are ethical generals that will be stepping forward. That I do see. Thanks for the question. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Arthur, Sherry, and Walter. RFK Jr. terrifies me. Get in line, pick a number. Will the updated COVID vaccine still be available this fall? I get a yes on that. I get a yes. So, yeah. Hi, Suzette. Will the Texas Democrats be safe when they return to Texas? They are brave to defy Greg Abbott and the lunatics with guns. Will Tarico emerge as Dem leader? Prayers for safety. Thank you, Arthur. These guys only get paid $600 a month for what they do. So they'll have jobs, they'll have to take care of the kids, they'll have to do whatever they have to do. So them leaving is a hardship for them. But they would rather do this than, gerrymander the whole state. But I forget his first name, but he's brilliant. He used to be a preacher, he used to be a teacher. Tarico, really nice guy. He was raised by a single mom. He knows what it's like to be in the trenches, and he comes out fighting for people. I do feel he'll go far in the party. Okay. Hegseth is now spending $10 million to bring back an offensive statue of an enslaved woman to Arlington. Will this be stopped? I don't know about this. I have not heard about this, but I do get it will be stopped. Unless it's what I was going to try and get through. I don't see it happening. Greetings, Arthur. Was Epstein a spy? Perhaps with CIA or Israel or Russia, or freelance to the highest bidder? I get a no on that. I could be wrong, but I got a flat no on that. Hi, Annie Moore. Will Maxwell actually testify to Congress? Eventually, as you know, it's been delayed. What am I hearing right now? Just because she testifies doesn't mean it'll be all the facts. But she will testify. Whether she'll be a credible witness, that's a whole nother story. Hello, Arthur. Do you think the Senate will be blue after the midterms? Thank you. Yes. Yes. I don't know. Parts of it may go blue before the midterms. Then again, I believe in Christmas miracles. Do you see Maxwell being paranoid? Thank you. Of course she is. Of course she is. But, she knows what she's done. And so do others. But, does she have a target on her back? Not right now, but down the line, possibly. Hi, Kathy. Hello, fabulous Arthur. My question is concerning Benjamin Netanyahu has plans to clear out all Palestinian people from Gaza City. Do you see the international community putting resistance? Yes, I don't see him being able to follow through with his plans. I don't see that happening. The world stage will not. I do not feel the world stage will let that go through or permit it. That's what I'm reading right now. Okay. So I always seen that in Yahoo him being carted away. So let's see. Was the National Weather Service reinstated? Not to my knowledge. I know it will be reinstated. Is it 100% back on track? I don't feel it is. I'm sure they'll make sure it's reinstated around Mar-a-Lago. But that's about it. Hi, Arthur. Do you see our Governor Newsom actually getting California redistricting done for 2026 midterm? I do. I actually do. We'll put it this way. If the Republicans in Texas pull the trigger, he will. He's ready. So he's going to fight fire with fire. Do you see the military being used against the citizens of the U.S.? Like they were here in Los Angeles, but I do feel that governors will stand up. I don't feel like they get away with what they did here in Los Angeles. Also, an interesting little side note, did you know that there were lots of protests yesterday in Los Angeles? I mean, thousands of people protesting in Los Angeles, and not one news media covered it. So, but that information is going to start coming out soon too. Hi, they're so happy to see you. Please give us beautiful news for our nation. We wake up breathing tomorrow. Yay. Or we didn't learn our lesson. We're still here. There's always bubble wrap. No, seriously. You know, I often talk about manifestation techniques and stuff like that. And what I've always been saying is, before we go to bed at night, we say thank you. Not for what we already have, but thank you for what's coming into our world. It's a Neville Goddard technique. Well, what I've been preaching lately is, yes, say thank you that we live in a democracy again. That we live, not that we're going to live in a democracy, that we are. That it's already here. And so then the law of assumption, it has to catch up. So that's my suggestion that's your homework assignment this week. All right? But yeah, things get better. Stargazer, Trump is planning to use our military to go after drug cartels in foreign countries. Hegseth says he'll make it happen. Will they be stopped? Yeah, we're going to go invade foreign countries to go after. Yeah, didn't he say this already with Mexico? And Mexico said try it. It's just words. It's just weapons of mass distraction, people. That's all this is. You know, that little thing called Epstein. Okay. But thanks for asking, Stargazer. Well, right. Will Zelensky be included in the Trump-Putin talks in Alaska? No. Again, I don't feel they're taking place. Even if they were, I don't think Zelensky would want to show up because basically it'd be like the two bullies sitting him down. Because basically, let's face it, Putin does not want to give anything back. And he's not going, as far as he's concerned, anything that Russia took, they own now. And Trump will go, oh, come on, he just took a little bit of land. You can give him, yeah, you could be the good. No. I don't see Zelensky falling for that trap. Okay. Okay. Next question. If we have a next question. There's a rumor that Russia wants part of Alaska back. Would Trump consider this? If they paid for the ballroom, maybe. No. No, I'm not seeing it. No. Why did Chilena remove Billy Long as Commissioner of Internal Revenue 2 months after being confirmed? Just curious. He wasn't qualified anyway. Just my opinion. All I'm hearing is that there was a big blunder that we did not find out about that he did, and we're going to find out probably when all this stuff starts hitting the fan even more, that yes, he was not qualified for this job. Not qualified whatsoever. Mary Starshine. Will the heat wave and high windstorms in the northern plains be ending soon? I get another 2 weeks. Sorry. Let's hope I'm completely wrong on this. I just got another 2 weeks of this. Hi, Anya. Does anyone really know if the Putin 45 is supposed to meet with is the real Putin? I don't see this being a stunt double. I don't see the Putin is crossed over or fallen out of the first floor window or something like that. I don't see stunt doubles here. No, I don't see that. What will happen in DC? He said he was going to militarize it, and he will announce tomorrow. Will he? Blessings to you, Arthur. He can say what he wants. I don't believe it. He threatens. And then when you call him out on it, he backs down. Thus, Taco. I don't see him putting martial law, DC under martial law. I don't see it. You can write me tomorrow and say I was wrong if I'm wrong, but I don't see it at this moment. I really do not. What is the future for Detroit Mayor Mike Dugan, who finishes his term end of 2025? Real fast, I just got private sector and then back into politics. So, like, goes in private sector to raise money, then runs for Congress. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I'm not familiar with this person, so that's what I'm getting. Okay. Excuse me 1 second. Jasmine Crockett admitted if the redistricting passes, they would eliminate her district and she will have to run in 2026 in or around the same area. Will she win? She'll win. I don't know if she's going to be I don't know if to get rid of her district. I still don't know if that's going to happen in Texas. Okay, we'll find out. I see her still going far in government. Going far. Is the meeting place with Putin and the rumor of Trump giving Alaska to Russia a distraction from, yes, weapons of mass distractions, like I said earlier? Yep. What's the Dumpty Pooty meeting really about? Oh my God. If I said what I was going to say, I'd get thrown off of YouTube. It's about, I can't say it. Bunch of hot air. Let's put it that way. Will 45 unleash military on homeless people in Washington, D.C. area? Well, he's also told them to move, to leave. They're homeless. Where are they supposed to go? They want to round them up and put them in camps, just like the Nazis did. So this will be stopped in time, okay, as being inhumane. Well, I know. Build the ballroom and let them stay there for the night. Put up cots. Kennedy Jr. is canceling $500 million in vaccine development projects in the USA, which include COVID and the flu. Will we be able to get the vaccines this year due to this? I got a yes on that earlier. Yes. I feel that things are already stockpiled for this year. Okay. How did the women in Club Fed feel about Maxwell being in their prison? They don't like it. They don't like it at all. I mean, when it comes to pedophiles, that's like the lowest of the low when it comes to in prisons. They don't like it at all. And the fact that technically she's not supposed to be there in this facility because she is a sex offender. So we shall see. What is the future of Ontario Conservative Premier Doug Ford? I'm not getting much on that. I'm not going to answer. I don't know who this is. I'm not familiar with Canadian politics. I just don't feel the Conservative Party is going far. I'm just going to say it that way. That's how I'm reading it. You can write me and tell me I'm wrong, but that's what I got. Republican Governor Lombardo to authorize National Guard in Nevada to support immigration enforcement. Do you see chaos with this? A replay of Los Angeles. What happened in Los Angeles? And he's kissing the ring. So, but it's going to blow up in his face. It's definitely going to blow up in his face. Okay? Ozzy's mom. Hi, Arthur, Sherry, and Walter. Do you see a health event for the Orange Menace in the near future? Thanks. Like stop breathing? Eventually. I always get his health is bad. I always get his head. I always get his heart. I always get his kidneys. I mean, I swear when he walks, he sloshes. We'll see by the end of September what's happening. Okay, put it that way. Put it this way, I don't think he'd be able to like take out a life insurance policy right now. Will the heat wave, high windstorms, and we answered that already. I thought another 2 weeks on that one. We answered this one already. Sorry. I feel the man is crossed. Will the next governor of Michigan be a white female or a black male? I'm getting Democrat, whatever that means. So that's how I'll answer that one. Okay? Teresa Spriggs, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. Hi, Arthur. Will the San Diego SDNY find the money connection between Epstein 45, and the elite modeling agencies. I feel there already are connections in that. Wasn't that Casablanca who died? Anyway. Do you see the military refusing illegal orders? Yes, I said that earlier. I do. I really do. Mm-hmm. Just like when he wanted Miley to shoot people in the legs during the when he wanted to walk across the street and hold the Bible upside down at the church. He said, "Why can't you shoot them in the legs?" What is Marco Rubio's future after the administration? I expect he may have regrets. First of all, I get him basically being the scapegoat for something and being ousted and made a fool of. And he does get a job as a Keebler elf, I guess. But that gives Keebler elves a bad name, though. Sorry. I just feel he's dead. When he leaves, he's toast. He's done. I don't see any high schools being named after him, put it that way. Hi, Dolores. Hi, Arthur. Thank you for all that you do to ease our minds. Will Melania get her due? Well, I think her invoice for showing up at the last event is past due, so in time. I don't see her walking away scot-free on all this. Then again, depends what queen of the day she has makes with the DOJ or whatever, and rats him out. So we'll see. I was wondering what the future is for Texas Representative James Talarico. I am very impressed with him. I mentioned him earlier. I feel he's going to go far. He's he knows how to speak in everyone's language. Very down to earth. He's the one that's been going to a lot of the GOP rallies that the GOP people are afraid to show up, and town halls, and just stating fact. And the facts he has to say are true. They're not like hyperbole. They're real, and people know it. So he's going to go far. What do you see for the Gifford Fire? I don't know about this, so I'm not going to answer. I'm not familiar with it. I'm sorry. Does the Orange Man's second wife know anything regarding the Epstein files? Thanks, author. Marla Maples? I don't feel she knows. No. Put it this way, I feel she doesn't want to know, so she never went there. Okay. Wear cardigan sweaters. Does Fred Rogers have any advice for us from the other side for these times? Love your neighbor. Be a good neighbor. I mean, that is exactly what I just heard. Be a good neighbor. When someone's in pain, help them. We're in this together. I don't know what this stone is, so I'm not going to answer the question. Mark Rutte, head of NATO, seems to supporting Trump's talks in Alaska and said that land in Ukraine is on the table. What is going on with him? I think it's lip service. I just feel it's lip service. And again, I don't know if this meeting's happening or not. So I'm going to read it. Thank you, Carol. That's so sweet of you. And I don't know where that came from, but there you go. Sorry. What would your mentor, Gene Dixon, think about the repulsive one? In order for there to be light, there has to be darkness. She once said that a lit candle is brighter than the sun in a dark room. And that's kind of what this is about. Then again, she did say, when I was ready to quit doing politics after the election, she came and said, I didn't always get it right, but that does not mean you got this one wrong. You're not giving up. Thank you. Hi, Arthur. Do you see immigration reform that will help and give relief to immigrants that are afraid to get out of the house and be separated? Thanks. Yes, I do in time. Yes, I do. Yes. I think people need to be reminded that Ronald Reagan once gave amnesty to a lot of people. Just saying. What do you see for the Palestinian people being displaced in Gaza City by Netanyahu? Do you see international? I see international intervention with this whole thing. With I don't see the Palestinians being completely obliterated and moved out of there, so that, I mean, in Trump's fantasy world, that's what he wants too, so they can build his little, Riviera of Middle East with 15-foot golden statues of himself. Then again, will Trump talk about giving Alaska? No. He can't, look, he cannot just say, okay, we're giving Alaska. Doesn't have to go through Congress, doesn't have to go through a lot of things. It's a state. That's why I see it. I may not be right, but that's how I see it. He cannot give something that's not his personally. Is Dan the broadcasting bro? Gone bingo, the wild card. We hope he is. Yes. Oh, he's fit to be tied with everything that Trump's doing. Yeah. Yes. Will there be any damning information released? Yes. The thing is, it gets released and retracted. Released, then they detract it. So at this point, you don't know what the truth is and what is made up. I'm telling you, by the end of August into September and all of September, stuff is hitting the fan. I always felt after the 17th of August, things are going to start going really sideways for him, for the orange one. And stuff is going to be coming out that they cannot hide from. Okay? So we'll take it from there. Do the Navy SEALs really end Bin Laden, or did they took out Bin Laden and they buried him at sea? The FBI and CIA are not elected, yet they are both powerful sections in our government. Will they ever be brought down or revealed as a secret power in our government? Okay. Are you saying that are they the deep state and they're working behind? All I'm going to say is there are people like Kash Patel that should not be there. Pim Bondi should not be there. They will be leaving. Okay? This whole conspiracy stuff people are asking about right now tonight, let's not go there, because this is what makes everyone go crazy and keeps all this perpetual motion moving forward and keeps on getting worse and worse and worse. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay? Let's not do this to ourselves. It's not fair to yourselves to do that. Is Trump having the military and ICE work together to sending the people to other countries? The military is not ICE. Period. Is the way I'm reading this. And at this point, I'm ending tonight's show. I love you all. I thank you very much. But the questions about all this conspiracy stuff, I don't want to say stuff that's going to get me in trouble. I've told you it's going to end soon. The thing is, the questions that are the hardest for psychics are how, when, and why. The thing is, we as humans are finite. So we seem to want to know finite, why, how. Where the universe is infinite. The cosmos brings stuff that we not even on our wavelength. So for what I want you to do this week is, before you go to bed at night, say thank you that we live in a democracy. The more you go down the rabbit holes, and the more you go drive yourself crazy, the harder it is to come back up. I love you all. Please. It's just, I'm getting to a point where my guides are shutting down right now and they're not answering anything. So that's why I have to shut down. It's me. It's not you. Okay. So I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of others. And as always, stay amazing. Bye-bye.